you know, it makes a big difference when you just keep it moving. Sometimes you just gotta keep it moving.
Like many others, quarantine paired with myself drove me crazy. So I decided to pack up my life in New York City, put it in storage, get in a car, and move south for a while. But before I did, I made sure to meet a bunch of people and find out how COVID was affecting them too. These are some of those stories. Alright, so you guys have now met a few of my dear friends and artist allies. But how'd this all get started? Let's back up a bit and discuss the beginning of this journey.
Alright. It's August 25th, Tuesday evening. Tomorrow's gonna be the first day of June. Gonna get in the car. And we're gonna see what's going on. This COVID situation, quarantine is strange at best.
I have picked up the Fiddler.
Hey, Mike.
This is Greg Holt.
Hey.
I'm sorry, Greg the Fiddler Holt.
I wanna feel you in my soul, slow.
Hailing from the Lower East Side of New York City, Greg the Fiddler Holt has performed with a multitude of acts. Currently, he performs as Fiddler and the CROSSROADS.
I just got the call 5 seconds ago.
Sick. I love that. Alright, so we're on the road and we've been on the road for 20 minutes and have a gig ready. That's a good thing. So music is needed in the world right now. It's not quite quarantine anymore, even though they're still highly recommending the personal responsibility of such things. So maintain your social distancing and don't be human anymore. Anyway, we'll continue being human. See you later. It quickly became apparent to me that quarantine and the state of the country had and currently was affecting everyone in vastly different ways. These interviews were simply my personal desire to see where the similarities and differences were, and ultimately find out where I landed on that spectrum. So I decided to interview as many people as possible.
And really realizing how much of my life to that point was just on fast forward, kind of rat race grind type of thing. And after you strip down and get depressed about like everything halting and your life going away, like it feels great to kind of build back from there. I think it'll just keep building.
Some people proved more shy than others and weren't as comfortable in front of the camera right away.
Well, obviously, like there's a lot to write about with like experiences, like just the way people act and just their social, I guess, like just being how they are social now versus how they were before, and their reactions to different things.
Certain groups of people really rely, if you're a musician, you're out playing shows and stuff, you rely on the ability to get out and expose yourself to people, to put yourself out there, to put your art out in the world and try and make it a better place. And, with the way the restrictions have been out here, it's really tough. There's a lot of other cities around the country where things aren't so bad in that way. People are able to have outdoor venues that are safe and socially distanced, and they're able to keep that life thriving that little bit while also being cautious with everything. But here in New York, it's just been stifled out. It seems like it's getting stuffed out. And for a city that's just constantly thriving, for so many years, just so quickly get kind of dashed into the wind, it's tough to watch. It's tough to see, and hopefully something gets figured out and turns it around.
I'm forever grateful to the great artists and musicians who put me up, as well as cooked for me while in New York City.
It's a time that's kind of forcing you to sit with yourself and see what's working and what's not, and
Yeah.
now's the time to get more creative, and it's horrible to see all these like mom and pop small businesses that can't make it, but I definitely don't want to be cooking potatoes on this stove for the next 5 years.
With studio time and a couple gigs lined up, the Fiddler and I stopped in Knoxville, Tennessee to pick up my good friend and musical compadre, Drew Jones. Some busking and performances would soon manifest from there.